See, for a long time, I've had it on paper in a dream that I would get some places to put billboards, just like the south of the border billboards. And I have this property, and they won't let me put a driveway or electric and stuff. And it's impeding on my free spirit, and all this and that. They tell me I can't, and I'm not allowed to park my Winnebago there, and this and that. And it's this newly formed baseball field, And I had this property for a couple of years, and like now, because of the trespass that existed from the Espro Mall and what happened with that, and not being able to deal with that, and then with the bank thing, and just the whole thing, it's just now it's like I should be able to just have a little driveway and park you back inside there. And, it wouldn't be. They had a really crappy RV here for the coaches sitting there rotting for fucking years. Look at that plywood shitty on there. That's all going to weather up. It was new. We just put that up. They didn't protect it. So it's like, whatever, dude. They bought that, and then they tried to muscle me. Every time I see the guy, he's like, well, you're not allowed to live in a motorhome in North Carolina. Like he comes out of nowhere and tells me this. Like that piece of information, And it's like I try to be cordial and nice, but, they want to muscle me. They want to make me feel like a piece of shit. And, I've been pushed around. And it's like I should be able to have my a sculpture there that's appeasing to the public because that's my property. I should be able to have a driveway. I should be able to have electric. I was all set up. I had 811 out here. Okay, I also had Duke Energy out here telling me all I need to do is put the box and get a permit. And then I went to the permit thing, I called, and then Brad's like, no, but, it's not big enough for this and that. So it's like, okay, and then the trespass and all that shit happened. Like, that was going on, that happened. So it's like, I go to the bank, then I get trespassed. Okay, and now it's like, boom, I get all that. Time goes by, and then since then I've seen the zoning guy with big 2-foot letters on his truck, intimidating zoning. It's just what it is. And basically he says, it doesn't matter what I think. I can't have my driveway because it's not big enough on this. So they can't. They tell me I can only live in as small as a so much square foot home to be happy. And he says the only people that can get away with doing what they want, against the city, that makes the laws, which he supports for that. In there is farmers, and he's got 100 cattle, so or plus, so he could do whatever he wants. But people like him, and I can't do what I want. I can't have my dream, and it's just like, okay, I'm set to live life now. And that's the whole thing. Not only has my life been postponed, but the circumstances of my operations have been totally fucked up and hindered. Plus, the animosity and resent that I have for the way the town handled the situation with myself and the security guard that they biasly took a side with. And even, social media, people that support the people that are, in opposition to me having a life here as an American because this is their town, with prominent names that are streets are named after in the community are saying stuff about me as well. And I have pictures of comments, like people talking about the situation, and they were not even there. So it's like, here I am in this fucking city, and so many people have been nice to me, but the city people themselves and affiliates of cities have just treated me like an outsider, and I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm happy for the lady that did the mural, but I would have rocked that thing and made it big. And if we could have did a collaboration, I wasn't even allowed to get in on the bidding on it. And I had made 3 attempts, blah, blah, blah. So I got a better community now. So whatever, dude. It's just really sad that I wasn't received very well. And I see so many deficits. And now I'm forced to pay a financial inconvenience and life progress way. And that's why I want good money for this property. Because if I'm to start over, I'm looking at the fact that I might have been this established already, instead of having the inconveniences and all altercations or whatever that I've had because of them. That could have amounted to time and effort for money. Okay, a lot of money and a lot of progress as an artist in the community with the people that have welcomed me here and supported me, in goodness. I mean, there's people that have tipped me half of the price of just say, hey, I got a favor, can you do this as an artist? And I've been tipped, so it's not the general people. It's just really crappy, and I guess this flag is better too. So I got the American flag, the Don't Tread on Me flag, and then this one. But not I feel like, Robert E. Lee and all the people that say go home Yankee, I know what they meant, and that's the residual of it. So I look at it as a personal attack now, especially because of this. And like the circumstance has nothing to do with me. I didn't buy the property to be a dick. Okay, and look, they were allowed to level out and work on their land because they can get on there and they have resources. Okay, what if I wanted to do that behind all them trees where nobody would see and make myself a nice little pathway there? I'll see that truck go by. So it's like, come on, man. That's BS, dude. And already I got next to my properties people littering over there. So littering, that's bottles over there. There's bottles, Gatorade bottles on the ground. They're from the stadium. So right now, I'm gonna end up going on my property, and I have some stuff on there that I was gonna make art out of. So I hope nobody bothered it. You know what I'm saying? Just the general fucking scope of things is like, this is bullshit, man. And it's supposed to be a nice community city, and they put all this money into this park, and it's in a residential neighborhood. You would think they would have an exit from there coming here or something. I don't know. You know what? I'm not stupid. But now you're going to pay because this is all bullshit. And you're going to pay me because of the progress based on the facts. Not even how I feel. But how I feel is based on the facts. Because my emotions and my ego are based on my factual standing in life as an American, which has been extremely offended here in this state and this town with so far. Not the state and not the people. Okay, but individuals within the state. So I want a correction here, and I want to be like, okay, I made a nice offer. I says, you could trade me or, buy me out. So you got to pay me what I want or trade me up. So something that's going to suffice and make me happy. It really doesn't have to be the same exact thing, but I need dirt. And I'm not talking about 6 feet under. I live in fucking Sunshine and Gomorrah, Florida. This should be a lot more American than communist. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. There's my spread.